All right, guys, welcome to the live stream. I am super excited because today is a special day. There is something I've been wanting to share with you for way too long, years. It's a big announcement and I'm nervous, but I'm also just super excited to reveal what it is because I know that you guys are going to love it. Before I do, though, I want you guys to comment in the live chat where you guys are from. So I'm actually from Vancouver, Canada. Let me know if you guys have ever been here. But it's amazing how my videos have reached you guys from all over the world. And before I reveal what the big announcement today is, I just want to share a little bit about my background because I feel like I never really talk about it much on the channel because I'm just so hyper focused on science and teaching you guys. So I am actually half French Canadian and half Filipino. But comment in the live chat what your ethnicity is, or just post a flag of where you're from. But I guess the curse of my ethnic background is that I was always a super skinny kid. So, like, especially in high school, I just never really felt confident about my body. I'd see superheroes on TV and actors like Chris Hemsworth, Brad Pitt, and even athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo. And I was like, damn, I want to look like them. But then there I was, looking like a stick and just feeling weak, which is what eventually got me into working out. But it seemed like no matter what I did, I just wasn't getting very good results. And to make matters worse, there was just so much conflicting advice out there. Like I ended up trying all kinds of crazy diets and workouts. I remember seeing the incredibly jacked Rocky Balboa drink raw eggs in his movie, and I thought, that's what I have to do. And I did it. 4 whole eggs raw. I can't believe I actually swallowed it. It was disgusting. But I was honestly willing to do anything just to get better results. But still, nothing was really working. Even the raw eggs didn't work. And I honestly thought that my Asian genetics were what was holding me back. But my mom, who is the same one who cursed me with my Asian genetics, she's also a doctor. And let me tell you about her. She was born in the slums in the Philippines, literally sleeping with rats every night. But she overcame all odds. She made it into med school here in Canada. She became a successful doctor with her own clinic, and at the same time provided my brothers and I with an incredible childhood. But the thing about her, guys, is that she truly loves helping people. She's almost 70 years old now, but still works so hard every single day because she loves it. And so growing up, I saw firsthand how she was using science to diagnose patients, guide her decisions, and completely change people's lives for the better. And so I wondered, why can't I do that with fitness? Use science to cut through the noise and find what's actually proven to work. So from that point on, I got hooked on learning, researching. I became a personal trainer and then started my bachelor's degree in science. And once I learned where to look, I uncovered a ton of studies that were buried away because most gym bros didn't care about them, let alone knew they existed. Yet, as soon as I used what I had learned in these research studies, I instantly saw better progress. And more importantly, I tested these science backed methods with clients, as well as my brother and my dad, who were both overweight at the time. And boom, the results were amazing. And seeing them transform, it felt incredible. It felt like what I'd imagined my mom feels every day working and being able to help her patients. And at that point, honestly, guys, like it felt like my calling. I had to share my findings with the world. And that is when I broke my mom's heart by telling her, Mom, I don't know if I want to be a doctor like you. I want to start a YouTube channel and share all this amazing science I've been obsessing about. So not only did I get an instant slipper slap from my mom, but making videos was not easier for me. Like I'm a big introvert, so talking to the camera scared the hell out of me. Even right now, I'm nervous talking to you guys. But guys, like I was so awkward at first. It's painful to watch back. I'm actually gonna pop up a snippet from my first video ever.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my transformation video. For those of you that don't know, I'm Jeremy, and over the past couple of years, fitness has really become my passion. I'm now a certified personal trainer, and I'm going into my final year of a kinesiology degree.
I probably did that take like, I kid you not, 100 times to get it right. Man, I was so awkward. But I knew that I had amazing information, and if I could just share it with you guys, that people would benefit. So I kept making videos, and pretty soon they started going viral. And it turns out I wasn't the only one who was sick of the sea of misinformation and wanted some solid science-backed advice. And also advice that just wasn't coming from a juice head or somebody just shouting in your face. And millions of you joined for the ride. Your support, your comments, your suggestions have helped build the channel into what it is today. But eventually, I realized YouTube's limitations. YouTube is great for inspiration and information, but people need more than generalized advice to reach their goals. I wanted to provide the same quality of personalized attention that comes with an actual fitness coach. And that's what inspired me to release my online fitness programs back in 2018, where tens of thousands of science-based believers joined our Built with Science programs, transformed their bodies, and shared their stories. And I loved it. The more transformations I saw, the more dedicated I got to improving our systems so we could just help more and more people. But no matter how great our videos and fitness programs were, I still get messages from you guys all over the world asking for one-on-one coaching, wanting something tailored specifically for you. But we're still just a really small team here at Built with Science, and for me to work one-on-one with every single person who wants my coaching, it's just not feasible. So back in 2019, I set out to create something that could give you the personalized coaching experience you deserve. The closest thing to being able to work with me one-on-one, no matter where you are in the world. Something dynamic, science-backed, a deeply personalized workout and diet program built around you and evolves as you do, which is why today, after 6 grueling years of sleepless nights, expensive lessons, revisions, stress, and tears, it is finally here. The brand new Built with Science Plus app. It is here, guys. I can't freaking believe it. It is everything you need to crush your fitness goals all in one app. And you can go and sign up right now at builtwithscience.com. I'm going to pin a comment in the live chat and also put it in the description. But we're giving you 2 weeks completely free to try it out, no strings attached, because I know you guys are going to love it as soon as you try it. And if you end up signing up for this week only, you get 25% off. Plus, because you're watching this live stream, I'm giving you guys a special code for an additional 20% off. Just use the code livestream at checkout. Believe me, it is the closest thing to having me there with you 24/7. It's actually even better. Every feature is designed to make your fitness journey simpler, smarter, and more effective. I'm going to do a full walkthrough of the app and explain all those amazing features in a second. But let me tell you guys, I thought creating an app would be simple, but it has been hands down the most difficult project I have ever worked on. And it's taken 6 grueling years because I refused to compromise on quality. I was plenty of times I was offered out of the box apps to just plop my programs into, but I refused because I was stubborn with my vision. And I knew if we could just do this properly, sticking to science-backed principles, it would be a game changer for you. It wasn't about just rushing to market. For me, it was about making something worthwhile. But I know some of you guys might still be wondering, every influencer nowadays seems to have their own fitness app. So what is so special about ours? Well, it's the same thing that sets this channel apart. Everything is backed by science. We spent years combining cutting-edge science with the personalization and guidance that you need to succeed. And to make that happen, I brought in some of the best minds in the field. We worked with Dr. Eric Trexler, a leading health and metabolism researcher from Duke University, who has published over 80 peer-reviewed papers. And he's also a pro-natural bodybuilder and a certified trainer. Our head dietitian, along with other top scientists and coaches, also helped us design every aspect of the app. And we invested in building our in-house tech team, led by the main man, Kevin, who you may have seen in some of my videos. And this way, guys, we could create the app from the ground up, and we didn't have to compromise on anything. Having Kevin and the team, it also means that we can keep the app constantly up to date with the latest science. So this means that it's only going to get smarter and more powerful, especially with your guys' feedback. And speaking of feedback, we actually launched the app to a big test group a month ago. Not only was the response incredibly positive, but we've already made some major updates to the app based on their feedback. And you guys are next. If you want to work with me one-on-one, this is the next best thing. So if you're ready to start your fitness journey, head to builtwithscience.com or click the link in the live chat. You get 2 weeks free, 25% discount for launch week, and only for those of you guys watching, use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. It is the best deal we're ever going to have, so take advantage of it now. But now what I want to do is I want to dive into the exciting features. There's specifically 6 key features I want to talk about. And first up, it's an all-in-one fitness and nutrition solution. See guys, exercise alone doesn't work. Yes, it improves your health and can help with building strength, but when it comes to losing fat and building muscle, exercise alone actually doesn't do very much if you're not pairing it with the right diet. And this is why so many people in the gym, they stay looking the same year after year. And honestly, it's not their fault. Social media has not only made dieting so much more complicated than it needs to be, but most online programs and apps that people follow, they focus so much on the workouts, yet hardly talk about the nutrition. Why? Because it's complicated and it's just not as sexy as the workouts. But you guys know from my YouTube videos how much importance I place on nutrition because I know it truly is the key to getting you the results that you're after. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Once you understand the science behind it, it's actually dead simple. And that's why my goal with the Built with Science Plus app was to combine everything you need into one app. Workouts, nutrition tracking, and personalized coaching all working together to keep you on track. This way, you don't need to toggle between 2 or 3 different apps or gather information from a bunch of different places. All you need is one app that'll simplify the whole process for you. All you do is you tell it your body stats, and it'll tell you exactly what workouts to do and what nutrition plan to follow every single day. So I'm actually going to share my screen, show you guys, rather than just tell you. So just give me a second while I load this up. All right, so now I'm into the dashboard, and as you can see, there's a daily checklist. So that tells me everything I need to do every single day. So today, I actually have a nutrition check-in, and I'll talk more about that later on in the video. We got a weigh-in. I have to log my meals, and as soon as you tap that, boom, you go to the nutrition tab, and you have a full food log here. And it's super easy. You can just tap to add breakfast, whatever you ate, and you can add whatever foods you have in there. And if you scroll down, you have a bunch of meal recipes that you can explore and start experimenting with. And this is a crazy part, guys. I'm going to show you guys later. I'll do a live demo. But you hit the camera icon, and we have a meal scanner. Yeah, you just take a picture of your food. It'll instantly log everything for you. Again, I'll show you guys. I'll show you that later on. And then back to the dashboard, we also have the workout. So today I'm supposed to do an upper body workout, and you can see all the exercises and what I have to do in that workout. Again, I'll show you that feature more later on in the video. I just wanted you to see that every single day it's going to tell you exactly what you have to do, and as long as you follow what's laid out there for you, you're going to see amazing results. And there's so many other things that I want to show you guys in there, and we're going to get to it, but truly, guys, all you have to do is show up and do what the app tells you. I want to show you some examples of just how powerful the system is. So Brian here is a perfect example of this. He started at over 200 pounds and was in the worst shape of his life, and he set a goal to get down to 12% body fat and see his abs for the first time ever. Well, after his first week on the program, he already dropped 5 pounds simply by adjusting his diet. But that was just the beginning for Brian. After just a few months of following his fat loss plan, he started getting compliments from other people at the gym about how lean he was getting. And what's funny is he didn't even know how ripped he was. So one guy at the gym saw him and even recommended that he compete in an upcoming bodybuilding show, something Brian had never done before. And guess what? He competed and ended up getting first place in one show and second place in another show. That is insane. But it all came down to following the right training and nutrition plan, something he had never done before. He had tried creating a plan on his own before, but because he didn't really know what he was doing, it just never worked. Brian is the type of person who just needs to be told what to eat, what workouts to do, and he'll do it. Just give him the outline and he'll follow the path. And that's exactly what he got, and that's exactly what we've built into Built with Science Plus app. Everything is taken care of for you guys. Nutrition, training, everything. And it's all backed by science. All you have to do is show up. Here's another example of how powerful this all-in-one system is. Matthias lost 40 pounds in just 4 months. I'm not going to lie, I don't normally recommend losing weight this quickly, but Matthias here was super motivated. When he started, his doctor had just told him that he was classified as obese and that he needed to do something before it was too late. And that led him to sign up for a Built with Science program. And initially, he just followed the workouts and totally ignored the nutrition. And he got pretty good results, but his weight never really changed that much. That's when he decided to go all in with our system, following both the training and the nutritional plan that we laid out for him. And almost instantly, the fat started melting off. He first noticed it in his chest and then his shoulders. And then after 3 months, his belly started to really lean down. And everyone started asking him what he was doing and what he was taking. But it was simple. For the first time in his life, he followed a program that focused not just on workouts, but his diet too, and it laid out everything for him. It's why I just didn't want to release another fitness app, guys. Like, I knew I had to do more if I truly wanted to help you and change your lives. I wanted to create something that took care of everything for you and would actually get you the results you deserve if you follow it. And that's exactly what we did. And this same system works for females too, for any females who are watching. Here's Kristen. So she, like most female clients that I've worked with, she would do a ton of cardio 3 to 4 times a week and eat super clean foods. So lots of vegetables, nuts, and chicken. But it wasn't working for her and she couldn't figure out why. Well, unfortunately, she fell into a lot of the bad fitness advice that's promoted online. She was doing way too much cardio, thinking it was a key to getting her toned. And although she was eating clean, she had no idea how much she was actually eating. And it turns out she was still eating way more calories than her body should have been. And once she joined our program, she got a workout plan and diet plan laid out for her, all based on the latest science of what actually works. And at first, she was skeptical because her plan went against a lot of what she had been led to believe online and from fitness influencers that she followed. But in just 6 months, she dropped her body fat in half while making massive strength gains. She went from barely being able to hang on to the pull-up bar to now being able to bang out several bodyweight pull-ups in a row without any assistance. But guys, focusing on both her workouts and nutrition was key. And although it sounds overwhelming, it was actually quite simple for her to do because she's the type of person like Brian. She just needs a plan laid out for her and she'll do it. And that's exactly what we did and what we've built into the Built with Science Plus app, guiding you every single day and taking care of all the guesswork for you. Just follow the daily checklist that I showed you and you'll get amazing results. It's as simple as that. And guys, this is also just the beginning for the app. Once we have enough feedback and data from you guys, we're planning to go even further by adding features like sleep and stress tracking so that you'll actually have a full picture of your health all in one app. It's only going to get better. And wow, I am just looking at the notifications of everyone that's already joined the app during our live stream. It's crazy. Welcome to the app, guys. We have a lot more features to talk about, but if you're ready to join the app now, just go to builtwithscience.com or click the link that I pinned in the live chat. Again, you can get 2 weeks free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan. Plus, since you're watching this live stream, use code LIVESTREAM for an additional 20% off. This is a big moment for me, guys. I'm super pumped for all the people joining, but now I want to move on. I want to talk some more about the app. So let's move on to feature 2. Highly personalized workouts for anywhere, anytime. The sad truth, guys, is that 99% of fitness plans out there are one size fits all. But think about it. It makes no sense to use the same plan as someone else with completely different goals, strengths, and genetics and expect it to work the same way for you. Even most personal trainers I've worked with, they use pre-built templates that save time but aren't truly personalized to the individual. For example, maybe you only have dumbbells for your workouts, or maybe your body naturally grows your legs well but not your chest. Or maybe you have a hurt shoulder and you just can't do bench press. Or maybe Thursdays you're super busy and you only have 30 minutes to train. Your workout program should reflect that. It's not about just doing what's optimal, guys, or what worked for somebody else. The best workout routine should be built around you. And that is why in our Built with Science Plus app, we have a super detailed onboarding process. So I'm actually going to share my screen here, guys. But basically, we'll ask you things like your goal. So whether you want to build muscle, lose fat, or maintain, your experience level. So whether you're just starting out, you have a ton of experience, or maybe you worked out a while ago and you're just getting back into it. How many days a week you can work out, and what days you'd prefer to work out. And this one's a cool one, I'll talk more about later. But if there's any muscles that you have a more difficult time growing. So for example, if you have a really hard time growing your chest like me, just tell the app that and it's going to take that into consideration when it builds your plan. And of course, what equipment you do or don't have, whether it's a full out gym or just whatever you have at home or at your condo, and how much time you have to work out. Even if you only have time for 30-minute workouts, that is perfectly fine. And then once you're done answering all the questions, boom, the app will instantly build a perfect science-based workout plan just for you. And even after it's built, you're free to customize it however you want. You can move around your workout days. You can edit sets and reps. You can superset an exercise with something else. And once you're actually in the workouts, let's say your gym is really busy and you don't have your usual equipment, boom, just tap the swap icon and you'll see a list of our recommended exercise alternatives to still work the same muscle. Because guys, the key to your success, it's not just about having the best science-backed plan. You need a plan that also works for your lifestyle and adapts to any situation that comes up. Take Jesse here, for example. Amazing transformation. Now, would you believe me if I told you that he did this all at home, using just one pair of adjustable dumbbells and a bench that he bought from Facebook Marketplace? Crazy, I know. But most people think they need access to a full gym or a bunch of fancy equipment. The truth is, you don't need much, and you don't even need to lift very heavy weights to get amazing results. It's all about how you use what you have. And that's the beauty about science. If you pick the right exercises and you do them with a proper form, you're able to challenge your muscles so much more with far less equipment and weight. That is exactly what Jesse learned how to do. We gave him a dumbbell-only program, and he was still clearly able to get to chisel down his body while building a good amount of muscle. And even though his adjustable dumbbells maxed out at 50 pounds, using our science-based techniques and exercise form, this was more than enough for him to continue forcing his muscles to grow as he got stronger. We've actually had a ton of Built with Science members use just their body weight and still get amazing results. And this is why in the Built with Science Plus app, I wanted to make this process as easy as possible for you guys and make it possible for anyone in the world with any set of equipment to still get amazing results. So in the app, all you do is you just tell us what equipment you do or don't have. And there's even a checklist where you can check off everything that you have. And it'll instantly create a science-backed plan that makes the most of what you have. So whether you have a full gym, just dumbbells, just bands, or even just your body weight, it doesn't matter. The powerful science-backed algorithm in our app will make a workout program that I promise you will get you results. Now, here's another example I want to show you with Kareem. So Kareem here, he was way too intimidated to even step foot inside the gym, yet still managed to gain over 20 pounds of muscle. And he, like most beginners, was really nervous about going to the gym for the first time, especially his local gym, which was full of guys a lot bigger than him. He didn't want to embarrass himself with doing the wrong form. And to be honest, he was just really insecure about how he looked. So instead of going to the gym, Kareem started out with our Built with Science home workouts, where we taught him how to build muscle and practice proper form by just using his body weight. And after doing this for a couple months, he managed to put on a good amount of muscle and, more importantly, gained a lot of confidence. So much so that he now had the courage to join a gym, which is when we adjusted his workouts to take advantage of all the equipment he now had. And he continued making progress and built over 20 pounds of muscle in the process. He even remembers seeing before after transformations of other people in the program and thinking to himself, that would never be him. Well, look at you now, Kareem. And this is, again, guys, why in the Built with Science Plus app, we enable you to adjust your workouts on the fly. So if you want to work out at home for a few weeks or you're out traveling, no problem. We'll adjust your plan for you. You just tell us what equipment you do or don't have, and we'll create the best science-backed workout plan based on that. And lastly, guys, I want to talk about my own experience with it. So most of us have stubborn muscles that refuse to grow as fast as others, as well as stronger muscle groups that grow much faster. For example, some people have really big shoulders, but a really flat, stubborn chest. Some people's lower bodies may grow faster than their upper body. And some people's arms, for example, grow really well from presses and rows, whereas others need a lot of direct arm work. And yet, despite these differences, most people use a training program that doesn't take this into account. I know this because it happened to me firsthand. I've always had a really stubborn chest, but my shoulders and my arms were super easy for me to grow. Yet I would always work on my shoulders and arms just as hard as my chest because I was just following generic workouts. And that is why in the app, we built the muscle group prioritizer. And all you do is you select the muscle that you're struggling to grow, and boom, the app will adjust your workouts, integrating exercises and techniques to give that area the attention it needs for balanced development. So for me, I just told the app that I want to focus a little bit more on my chest, and it adjusted my workouts based on that. And I followed this workout plan for the past 16 weeks, and I'm not kidding, guys. My chest has been growing faster than ever. It's definitely fuller, thicker, and has more shape than it ever has. So I'm actually going to keep running this program for another 12 weeks or so. And then I'm going to tell the app to focus on the next area I want to prioritize, which will probably be my back or my shoulders. And this is exactly what I do whenever I personally train people. It's why, in order to provide you guys with the most effective personalized fitness plan, I had to build an app, and I had to build one from scratch. It was the only way. I'm telling you guys, this app takes things to the next level. And wow, I'm seeing all the notifications of people joining. And again, this is crazy, guys. That is insane. So many people have joined. Just want to say a huge welcome to everyone who's joined the app so far. And also big welcome to anyone who just popped into the live stream. I'm super pumped, guys. This is a huge day. We still have more features to cover, and then I'll do a Q&A to answer whatever questions that you guys might have. But to get onto the app right now, just go to builtwithscience.com or click the link I pinned in the live chat. You can get 2 weeks free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan. Plus, since you're watching this live stream, use code LIVESTREAM for an additional 20% off. Now, we have 4 more features I want to cover, and then we'll get to the Q&A. And the next feature is your built-in workout coach. So most fitness programs out there, they hand you a plan, and if you're lucky, might also help you track your progress. And that's it. But as you get stronger, your workout program also needs to adapt. And it's not as simple as push as hard as you can every workout. There's a science behind it. Some workouts, you want to focus on adding more weight. Other workouts, you want to add more reps. And sometimes you might even just keep everything the exact same and focus on improving your form or changing up an exercise. But if you don't know how to properly make the right decisions every workout, you'll end up either pushing yourself too hard and get injured or plateau, or you'll fail to challenge yourself enough and never really progress. And I wanted to build something that took care of all of this for you. To build something that mimics as if I was personally coaching you, reviewing your data, and giving you the best science-backed recommendation every single workout. And let me tell you guys, we did just that. And I want to share my screen and just show you exactly what it is that we built. So let me get into my app here. I'm going to start my workout, and I'm going to go into the first exercise here. So it's the low incline dumbbell press. That's my first exercise. And again, what I showed you guys before, you can just tap the form guide to pop that up. But here, so I've actually been using my app every single week, and you can see my last week's progress right here. And so if I just tap this icon here, boom, decrease weight. Last workout, you went below 8 reps. For this set, keep the weight the same, but try to reach the recommended 8 to 12 reps. This is basically telling me that on my first set last week, I went a bit too heavy, and this time it wants me to drop the weight and increase the rep range. And then second set, boom, let's see what it says. Maintain weight. For this set, stick to the same weight, but try to do more than 8 reps. So as you can see, guys, every single set is just guiding me through my workout. And it uses my data from my last workout, right? It looks at, okay, how much weight did Jeremy do? How many reps did he do? And what was the effort of that set? And it uses a science-backed algorithm to determine what's the next best step for Jeremy to take. So it takes care of everything for you guys. Trust me, it is game-changing. And with it, basically, every single workout, the app can tell you exactly how much weight to lift and how many reps to do. And the algorithm is designed to push your body just the perfect amount every workout to continue making progress without overdoing it. So all you have to do is show up, do what the app tells you, and the gains will follow. And over time, guys, this will lead to insane results. For example, Sean here, he went from feeling humiliated because he couldn't do a single chin-up to now being able to do 15 chin-ups in a row, no problem. His bench press also went from 135 pounds to 225 pounds, and now he's even squatting 315 pounds. And you can see the difference it's made on his physique and muscularity. So How did he do it? Well, in the past, he had no real structure to his workouts. He'd do a bunch of exercises one week and then change it all up the next week. He never tracked what he did, so he had no real way of making sure that he was progressing and getting stronger every single week. But as soon as he started tracking his workouts using Built with Science, he was able to see what his baseline strength was. And then we taught him how to slowly progress his workouts every week. Add a little weight here, add a few more reps here, and every single week, he was just focused on little wins. That way, he was able to challenge his muscles just a little bit more, but never overdid it to the point where he'd get injured or not be able to recover. And it was these little wins every week that eventually led to the insane strength and muscle gains he experienced over the course of the year. And the best part, no injuries. And that, guys, is why I had to build in the workout coach feature into Built with Science Plus. All you have to do is show up, and it'll take care of all the complicated guesswork for you. And this works for women too. This is Ali. She is actually one of the initial test users for our app. And funny story. So her husband took her before photo and told her straight up, Ali, you're not going to like this. Well, she continued taking photos every month. And at 57 years old, even though she thought at her age it would be tough to tone her body and build muscle, she is now leaner and stronger than she has ever been. And the crazy part, guys, is before, she had already done a ton of workout programs, but they just didn't have any consistency. The workouts would change every single month, and she never really tracked anything. But after joining the Built with Science Plus app, she learned the importance of sticking to the same exercises and applying progressive overload every week to challenge her muscles just a little bit more as they got stronger and stronger. As soon as she did that, she started seeing incredible results. And best of all, she actually loves her workouts now because of the mini PRs she's able to make every single workout. Again, it's why in Built with Science Plus, we built tools to enable you to not just create workouts for you and track them, but to tell you every single week how to make them more challenging, to make sure you're always progressing and forcing your muscles to grow. And again, guys, this is just the beginning. With your guys' feedback and data, we're going to continue improving the app to make it more and more powerful. For example, this progression system that we've built, it could even start taking into account your sleep and your stress levels and use that to start factoring in how aggressive its recommendations are. Our mission is to build the world's smartest fitness coach. But to do that, I need your help, and I want you guys to play an active role in providing feedback and helping us make this better and better. So to join the app today, just go to builtwithscience.com or click the link that I pinned in the chat. Again, guys, you get 2 weeks completely free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan, plus only for you guys watching. Use the code LIVESTREAM for an additional 20% off. But now let's go into the next feature. There is 3 more amazing features I want to cover before we get into the Q&A. And the next feature has to do with our exercise form videos. Honestly, I'd say on average, more than 70% of people I see in the gym use the wrong form, or at least could be improved. And it's not their fault. The truth is, most trainers and fitness influencers are actually teaching the wrong form to begin with. And it's not their fault either. I remember back when I first got certified as a trainer, I was taught what I thought was proper form on various exercises like the squat, deadlift, and so on. But it wasn't until I really dove into the research on these exercises and worked one-on-one with thousands of clients did I discover how outdated these textbooks and common ways of teaching exercise forms is. But guys, this is one of the most important factors that you need to get right in order to get results. Because if you aren't using the proper form, you're not only going to work muscles that you aren't intending to, but you also have a much higher chance of injury. Even little tweaks like how wide you grip the bar when benching or where to place your feet when squatting can make a massive difference on how well your muscles will grow and respond to that exercise. And that is why, guys, within the Built with Science Plus app, every single exercise in your workout routine comes with a highly detailed science-backed exercise form tutorial video that's been written and designed using the latest scientific research. So I'm gonna show you guys this on my app right now. But when you're doing your workout, you just simply tap the form guide icon and boom, a tutorial video is gonna instantly pop up. It'll show you exactly where to put your hands, how to place your feet, and all the important details that you need to know in order to get the most out of each exercise and avoid injuring yourself. And guys, These aren't your basic AI animations. If you guys have seen my exercise videos on YouTube, then you know how detailed I get. And we apply that same level of detail to every single exercise in the Built with Science Plus app. You're not going to be able to find these anywhere else. And the beauty about now having an app is that I can instantly update these form videos whenever new research informs my thinking. I guarantee that even if you simply do the same exercises that you're doing right now, you're going to get dramatically better results just by adjusting your form based on the videos I provide. Here is actually a perfect example of this from Steele. So Steele joined a gym for the first time in his life with Built with Science and ended up building a superhero physique in just 8 months. He'd always thought about getting to the gym because he really wanted to build muscle and lean down his body, but he just didn't know where to start. And after joining the Built with Science program, he studied the exercise form videos religiously, and he very quickly mastered his form. He was able to finally feel the right muscles activating, and after about a month of focusing on his form, he was ready to start trying to lift heavier and get stronger. And the program guided him throughout that process as well, teaching him how to tell when he was ready to add more weight or do more reps. And from that point, he was hooked. Seeing his numbers slowly go up every week and his muscles responding to it, getting bigger and bigger, it just made things so much more motivated for Steele and gamified the process for him. But it really is a strong foundation of proper form that he needed. And even if you're not a beginner anymore, you probably have a lot of bad habits that you developed early on, or you might be using outdated techniques on a lot of your exercises. And trust me, even small changes in your form can make a world of difference. That is the reason why we dedicated so much time and effort into making these detailed form videos for every single exercise in the app. And you might think that you need a coach with you in person to learn proper form, but look at Tamara here. So when she joined, she couldn't do a push-up and she had no idea how to do a proper squat. She actually remembers watching our walking lunges tutorial video and comparing it to her own, and she was in shock with just how hunched over she was. But as soon as she fixed it, she started feeling it way more in her glutes instead of her lower back. And after 6 months of following the program all by herself with no in-person trainer, she not only lost over 30 pounds of fat, but her strength skyrocketed. She's now able to do 8 push-ups in a row, and she's squatting almost 100 pounds with proper form. But so far, guys, we have talked a lot about workouts, and there's 2 more incredible features that I can't wait to dive into because they're all about the nutrition side of things, which is honestly where most of your results are going to come from. But wow, sorry guys, I'm just getting distracted with all the notifications of people joining the app. This is crazy. I can't believe how many of you guys have already joined. Damn, I am pumped. All right, this is huge. I'm super excited for you guys to absolutely crush it in 2025 with your new plan. Shout out to all the new app members. And if you haven't joined yet and you're still watching, what are you waiting for? Go to builtwithscience.com or click the link that I pinned in the chat. Again, you get 2 weeks free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan. Plus, only for those watching this live stream, don't forget to use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. This is the best deal we're ever going to have, so take advantage of it while you still can. But now, let's dive into the next feature, your built-in diet coach. So if you've ever dieted before, you might have noticed that after 3 to 4 weeks of following your diet, it stops working. Or maybe once you get to a certain level of leanness, you get stuck. And the problem here, it's not your effort, it's your plan. See, as your body weight changes, your metabolism adapts. It slows down in an attempt to prevent your body from losing more fat. In fact, research has shown that even if you lose just 10% of your body weight, your body can burn about 300 to 400 fewer calories per day. But most diet plans are static and they don't take this into account. And as a result, the exact same diet that worked for you initially will no longer work 4 to 6 weeks later. And usually, this is the point when people think they're genetically cursed or it's just not in the cards for them to have a lean body. And so they quit. And I don't blame them. Like, I would quit too if I didn't know any better. But this is why having a nutrition coach who knows what they're doing can be so valuable. They can make the appropriate adjustments to your diet whenever your body starts fighting back. And that is exactly what we built into our app. Built with Science Plus not only gives you a nutrition plan and targets to start out with, but we built in a diet coach that adjusts your nutrition targets each week based on how your metabolism is changing. so you never get stuck or plateau. In fact, the app actually gets smarter and more accurate the more you use it and the more data it gets from you. Think of it as if I was personally your nutrition coach checking in with you every single week. Just do exactly what the app tells you and you're never going to get stuck. But let me show you guys exactly what I mean here with my app. So I'm just going to pop it up, and today you can see that I have my weekly check-in ready, and I'll just hit the check-in and she'll analyze my past week's data and see if anything needs to be changed. And I'm saying she because we call her Coach Alice. Anyways, my goal right now in the app is to build muscle, and so I actually haven't gained any weight this past week, which Coach Alice noticed, and she's recommending that we might need to increase my calorie intake. It's super detailed, guys, and it's literally as if I was coaching you with your nutrition every single week. And to show you guys the power of this, I want to show you guys Cam here. So Cam was actually one of the very first guinea pigs for the Built with Science Plus app, and he tested out the Diet Coach feature. And I'm actually working on a YouTube video with Cam, so you guys are actually getting a sneak peek into the results. But he went from close to 30% body fat down to 14.6%, which statistically now makes him leaner than 98% of men. And this is not only the first time in his life he's ever had six-pack abs, but we also did a DEXA scan and he gained 5 pounds of muscle throughout the process. So obviously he was incredibly happy with his results. But it's not like Cam had never tried dieting in the past. It's just that he'd always get stuck at around 20% body fat. But the reason he got stuck is because he never had a plan that actually evolved with his body. Whereas his diet coach in the Built with Science Plus app, it could sense whenever his metabolism was slowing down, and it would make slight adjustments to his nutrition plan every week. And I'm going to try to pull up a screen share of his progress graph here from the last few months of his journey. But I want you to notice how consistently he was losing fat every week. There was one part where he plateaued in the middle for maybe 2 weeks. And as you can see in that graph, it flattened out, but the app caught it pretty much right away. And the very next week, he saw a massive drop. And again, all he had to do was follow what the app told him to do. And here's another example of this with Chuckery. So I'm showing him because Cam was a great example for fat loss, but Chuckery over here, one of his main goals was packing on some more size, right? And believe it or not, Chuckery, he weighs the exact same weight in both the before and after photo, 145 pounds. But in the before photo, the diet coach first guided him through a fat loss phase where he ended up losing 10 pounds of fat in 3 months. But then the diet coach switched his goal to focus on building muscle, where he gained 10 pounds of pretty much all muscle in about 6 months. So even though he weighs the same, he has way more muscle and way less fat now and clearly looks incredible. And guys, that is the power of having a diet coach right by your side to guide you through the different phases of your body transformation. All you have to do is tell it your body stats and it's going to take care of everything for you. And there's just one more case study I want to show with you guys because I often hear how people think that their genetics are going to hold them back. Well, Tom here is a diabetic who literally told us, genetically, I don't think it's in the cards for me to have a flat stomach or six-pack abs. Well, guess what? After just 11 months, he lost 11 inches off his waist and got absolutely shredded. Now, Tom here used our online programs because our app wasn't out yet. And he did get stuck a few times where his body weight just wouldn't budge. But as he learned in his program, all he had to do was make a slight diet adjustment or add in a little bit more walking into his routine. And that's all it took for him to start seeing progress again. Because see, guys, whenever you get stuck, it's often just little adjustments that will make all the difference. But rather than relying on you guys to make those decisions like I do in my current programs, we programmed all of that into the diet coach within the Built with Science Plus app. So you literally just have to put in your data and let the app tell you what to do. If you get stuck like Tom did at times, the app will make the adjustments for you. Believe me, it's like me personally coaching you every single week. All right, so I have one more super exciting feature and demo I want to show you guys for the app before we get into the Q&A. But if you haven't joined the app yet, go to builtwithscience.com or click the link I pinned in the chat. You get 2 weeks free to try it out, 25% off your plan for launch week. And if you use the code LIVESTREAM at checkout, you'll get an additional 20% off. This is the best deal we're ever going to have, so take advantage of it while you still can. But are you guys ready for the final feature I want to highlight? Trust me, it's going to blow you away. It is our AI meal scanner. So to make the most out of the Diet Coach feature we just went through, we need to know what you're eating and how much you're eating. But imagine this. What if all you had to do was take a picture? That is exactly what we built. And I'm going to show you guys a live demo in just a second. But the reason that we built this is because traditional tracking apps that require you to weigh and track every single ingredient. But this gets especially tricky when you're eating out or you're eating a meal that was cooked by somebody else. And you obviously don't want to be that guy who whips out a food scale at the dinner table or restaurant. So here's what we did with Build Science Plus. Not only can you scan barcodes of any food and instantly log it, but we also built an AI meal scanner where you just take a photo of your meal and the app instantly identifies every ingredient, the portions, and then uses our nutrition database to automatically log everything into your food log. So with one picture, you instantly get the calories and all the macros logged into your food log. It's faster, it's more precise, and it takes away the guesswork. But rather than just telling you guys, I want to show you guys a live demo of this. So I'm going to record my screen here. And just give me a sec, guys. Open up my app. And we're going to start off easy with some almonds. Let's see if you can guess the almonds here. So, all right, I'm just going to log this as lunch. And then you hit the camera icon. And then you see barcode. Now we got meal scan. Okay, so I'm just going to take a handful of almonds here. And then just take a picture. And then it takes a little bit to analyze. Let's see. Boom, just like that. 162 calories, about 28 grams of almonds. I would say that's pretty much spot on. Look at that. So that's pretty impressive, but that's it gets better, guys. So let me just log that in. Okay, let me try this again. So I've also got some meals here. Okay, so I have, let me just set this up again, guys. So I have 2 meals that I want to scan. And the first one is butter chicken. So let me just set up here. Share my screen. Okay. Analyzing. Boom. That is insane. Basmati rice, it even recognized butter chicken and it got the pickled red onions. That is crazy. And then you just hit log items and then it'll instantly go into my food log for the day. Crazy. All right, I want to try one more. Okay, let me set this up again. And I'm going to move the butter chicken. And then we got some Chinese takeout. Okay. This one's tough, I'm not going to lie. I honestly don't know if it's going to. Okay. We got the lo mein noodles, orange chicken, fried rice. Like, that's crazy. And like the portions, as far as I can see, that's pretty bang on with what I would say. It would be interesting to like weigh that all out and compare it, but this is like pretty bang on. And then boom, you just hit log and it'll instantly log it into your food log. It's as easy as that, guys. And it's like, it's super powerful and it takes away a lot of the guesswork and helps overcome like obstacles that you guys would typically have when it comes to tracking your food. It just makes it so much easier. But also, like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie and say that it has 100% accuracy. It obviously can't catch anything that the camera can't see, like butter or any foods that are covered up. But it is pretty damn impressive with how accurate it is most of the time, not only with identifying foods, but also estimating the portion sizes and the calories. I've even compared it to the eyeballs of our head dietitian, and let's just say she's got some serious competition. And also, in the event that it doesn't properly recognize the foods, You can always edit the log to change the food that it guessed, or you can just rescan the meal and it'll usually get it right the second time. But like all the features that I went through, guys, it's only going to get better and more accurate with your guys' feedback and data. Trust me, this is just the beginning. We're on a bold mission to create the world's smartest fitness coach so that we can make transforming your body as simple and as easy as possible. And this is honestly like a huge day for me, guys, because the Built with Science Plus app is the next step in that journey. But in order for us to continue improving it from here, we need your help. By joining today, you're not only embarking on an amazing fitness journey yourself, but you're going to play an active role in helping us improve the product to make it more and more powerful. And that is truly what excites me the most. So if you guys haven't joined yet, go to builtwithscience.com or click the link that I pinned in the chat. You get 2 weeks free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan. Plus, only for those watching this live stream, use code livestream for an additional 20% off. Again, this is the best deal we're ever going to have, so take advantage of it while you still can. Okay, so there are so many other features that I can talk about with the app, but I just want to now take some time to do a Q&A and answer some of the questions that you guys have been asking, and we've been collecting a bunch, so I'll go through them. But first, I'm going to ask something from you. It's 2025, the start of a new year, and you're here for a reason. You're not satisfied with where you're currently at, and you know that you can do more and be more. But I want you to actually commit to a better you in 2025, whether it's in fitness or any area of your life. So type "I commit" into the live chat right now. By writing this, you're making a promise to yourself and joining a community of people that are ready to take action. I want to see the chat flooded with it. So take these next 10 seconds, make the commitment, type "I commit" in the live chat, and I'm going to be right back for the Q&A.
Ten, 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. Dang, you guys are awesome. The live chat is flooding with "I commit." I love this. Let's go. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I've been collecting a bunch of the questions that have been coming in. So I'm going to go through them. And then I also have a set of questions that are just the common questions that we get about the app that I want to go through. But you guys are awesome. Like, seeing you guys commit in the chat, like, that makes me so happy. You guys are kicking off 2025 the right way. So drop your questions in the live chat. I'm just going to pick a few to go through, and I'm just going to go through some of the ones that we've been collecting. One of them, this came up like 3 times, is where do I get my blue tank top? And this is totally unrelated to the app, but I mean, I wear this in pretty much every single video. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure where exactly I got this tank top from. I remember back when I was younger, I went to the States. I think the store was called PacSun. I was like 19 years old, bought it, started wearing it for videos, and it was like, it fits great and it's super simple for me. It's like, I wake up, I film, and it's like, what do I wear? I'm gonna wear this. So that's the story of the tank top. I don't have a link where to buy it, unfortunately. If I lose this one, I'm screwed. So yeah. Okay. What else we got here? Can we? Dang, you guys are awesome. You're still going with the "I commits." Let's go. So can app integrate with Garmin? So in terms of app integrations, we have it integrated with Apple Health and then also Google Fit. And right now we're able to pull activity steps because we need that in order to provide you guys with the most accurate recommendation for your calorie intake. And we have plans to start pulling more and more data, but that's what we're using as a baseline because that really is the most important metric that we need right now. In the app, could you focus on growing glutes? From Elizabeth Patrick. 100%. So I showed you guys like a demo earlier about the onboarding process. And during that process, you basically just pick, okay, what muscle do I really focus on? So for me, I pick chest. And for you, you'd simply pick glutes. And then the app is automatically going to create the workout plan based on the area that you want to prioritize. And if you don't want to prioritize any, if you just want to have balanced development, then you pick the balance option. Do we need to go to the gym or can it accommodate home workouts from Franco? So, really good question. And again, you might have missed it in the demo that I did earlier. But basically, in the app, you just tell it what equipment you do or don't have. And then it's instantly going to create a workout plan based on what you have. So, whether you have a full gym, maybe you're just working out at home with a few dumbbells, maybe you just have your body weight, right? The app will create a workout plan just based on what you have. Let's see what else we got. If you already have the Built with Science program, can you still log into the app? So if you have the Built with Science program and you get the app, you can still use the existing workouts from the program into the app. But we have updated the app with a more updated algorithm to create your workouts just based on the latest science. So there might be slight discrepancies within it. But once you're into the program, once you're into the app, you just customize your workout to match it to what you were doing before if you want. Who did the software thing of the app? Not sure what software you're referring to. There's a lot of different software in there. But we had some really, really smart people in all different industries come together to build something truly powerful for you guys. Does the app help me grow chest? Levi Smith, 100%. I mean, I'm proof of it. Like, I set the app to focus more on my chest. It did all the work for me. I literally just followed it, and I'm not kidding. Like, my chest has seen the most growth than it ever has, just because it was really smart with how it allocated my weekly volume in terms of the different muscle groups. Barbara, your customer service has been great. Thank you so much. We have a few people who hate me right now because their jobs have been crazy ever since we launched the app. But thank you so much. It's something that I really prioritize. And like honestly, when I buy a product and the customer service that you get after, once they take your money, and if it's not good, like I hate that. And I wanted to do something about that. It's not easy, but thank you. It means a lot. Can you adjust muscle growth focus after you start? Yes. And so that's actually one of the main things that we built into the app is maybe initially your goal is to lose fat, right? But once you've, I don't know, maybe you got your six pack abs, or maybe you got to 15% body fat, whatever your goal is, once you're done with that fat loss phase, you can easily transition within the app to either maintain or then focus on building muscle. And the app will guide you throughout that process, right? The nutrition coach will help you tweak your nutrition plan to switch goals. So if you go from fat loss to building muscle, it'll do all the work for you. Right. What else we got? Will the discount apply after the 2-week trial? Yes. Temeka, can you produce a veggie-based protein powder? No way. Um, oh, so you're saying, I didn't mean no way. You're saying no way, no dairy. It could be on the roadmap, not the focus right now. We've been so focused on just building the app, but it's not off the table. And Pan, Built with Science built the best fitness and calorie tracking app all in one. Great job. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What else we got? Nicole Martin, congrats on this, Jeremy. You work so hard. It's amazing seeing you developing these awesome things. Thank you so much. Means a lot. All right, what other questions we have? One is workout customization. After your workout plan is created, can you customize it? So the workout algorithm, what it does is it generates the best workout based on your body and all the inputs that you're given the app. And then after that, you're totally able to customize it however you wish, right? We provide you with our best recommendation, but it's not like you have to stick to that 100%. So you can swap the exercises, you can edit the sets and reps, you can play around with the exercise order. You can add more volume here and there. You can add another workout if you want to, or more exercises. So we provide you with that base template, but you're free to customize that how you wish. And there's also an option. This is more so for like intermediate and advanced users, where you can build a custom workout from scratch. And that's something I wouldn't recommend if you're a beginner or novice in the gym, because I want to be able to provide that science-backed guidance for you. But it is an option for those who are a little bit more advanced. All right. I would love to see your roadmap and be excited of the new features coming in the future. Is there a way we can submit features and have an upvote system? 100%. So we actually beta launched this app to our existing Build Science customers. Feedback was amazing, and we already made a lot of improvements to the app based on what they said. And we actually have a private Discord group for app users only. And on there, you can see the features that we are working on and the roadmap. And you can actually vote on, okay, like Jeremy, I think this one is what we're most excited for. And then we'll use that going forward. Cool. All right, keep the questions coming. I'm gonna get to as many as I can, and I do have some collected ones that I also want to go through, so I want to go through that as well. One of them, a super common question that I get is, I've already tried calorie counting in the past using apps like MyFitnessPal. So how exactly is Built with Science Plus different? And this is a great question. And to answer this, let me pop up How over here. So he, like many of you guys watching, had already tried counting his calories in the past, but he never really saw any results. And he also found it just super tedious. So he was investing a lot more time into it every day than he wanted to. But this is how, within a year of joining Built with Science and after losing over 40 pounds of fat. So what made all the difference? Well, the problem with calorie counting apps like MyFitnessPal is that that's all it does. Like, you track your food, but it doesn't actually provide science-backed coaching. The other problem is that if you use an app like MyFitnessPal or any calorie counter online, the initial calorie target you get, that's just an estimation. So even with our app, we do an initial estimation of how many calories you should be eating, but it's always prone to error, no matter how complex we make the algorithm. The only way to find out if that calorie target is appropriate for your body is to see how your body responds to the calorie intake we give you. And that is the difference with Built with Science Plus. We not only give you an initial nutrition plan and targets, but every single week we're assessing your progress to see if your targets are actually correct based on your body and your changing metabolism. So with How, his calorie target actually changed quite a bit from when he started because his metabolism was changing. And although it sounds complex, all he had to do was listen to what we told him, and he continued losing fat every single week. Plus, in the app, we also made it as easy as possible for you to track your calories. We've built in features where you can easily copy a meal from the day before, you can scan barcodes of packages, and of course, there's the AI meal scanner, which I showed you earlier, where you literally just take a picture of your food and it'll instantly log it. Because let's be honest, if you're out at a restaurant or eating dinner with a family, the last thing that you want to do is whip out a scale and start weighing everything. I wanted to make it as easy as possible for you guys to stay on track. And lastly, let's not forget that apps like MyFitnessPal, they only focus on the food side of things, but your training needs to complement your nutrition and they need to work together. That is how you're going to get the best results. Because if How over here, if he lost 40 pounds using our nutrition plan, but without our science-backed training plan as well, trust me, he would look a lot different in his after photo, and not in a good way. And the beauty about Built with Science Plus is that everything is all in one. Science-backed coaching with both your nutrition and your training. All you need is one app that'll take care of all the guesswork for you. And guys, you can go sign up right now at builtwithscience.com. I also pinned the link in the live chat and in the description. Thousands of people have already signed up during the live stream, and today it's crazy. But we're giving you guys 2 weeks completely free to try it out, no strings attached, because I know you guys are going to love it as soon as you try it. And if you end up signing up for this week only, you get 25% off. Plus, because you're watching this live stream, I'm giving you guys a special code for an additional 20% off. Just use the code livestream at checkout, but make sure you go to the website, not the app store, if you want to use this code. So take advantage of it while you still can. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. But let me go back to the live chat and we'll see what other questions we got going. Just put them into the live chat. I'm going to try to cover as many as I can. Okay, from Mark, the app, can it avoid exercises? You have bad knees? Yes. So one of the things with the app is that once it creates your initial workout plan, you can easily swap an exercise for any alternative. And many of the exercises within there are labeled with knee friendly, shoulder friendly, elbow friendly. So that way, if you have nagging pains here and there, you can always find an alternative that will suit you and your body. All right, Socrates Moscow. Answer this and I'll pay for the app ASAP. Okay. If I do push pull legs with your trainer, can I use the app with only one workout day without knowing what I will do the other 3 days? Man, you got to give me some more detail here. I'm not fully understanding the question, but if you use our custom workout feature, you can create whatever plan that you want. Let's say it's your trainer's plan that you're following, you can put it in there. So hopefully that answers your question and you got to sign up. Okay, what else? Raj, can the app know if your form is right? So we have exercise form tutorials for every single exercise in your plan. These are super detailed. I mean, you guys have seen just how detailed the exercise form videos I do on YouTube are. It's the exact same thing with the app. And there's many exercises that you're not going to find anywhere else. In terms of how it's going to know if your form is correct, aside from the videos, that's actually one of the future. I don't want to share too much about it, but that's actually one of the future updates that we're working on, is the ability for us to actually tell, are you using the proper form? So that is one of the things that we have on the roadmap. Again, I don't want to share too much, but if you join the app, you can see the roadmap and you can actually provide your direct input on the features that we're building and what else you would like to see. And you're actually going to be one of the first people to be able to test those new features too. What else we got? Jay Corner, will the app adjust your weights and reps based on progressive overload? Yes. So that is honestly one of my favorite features about the app because it literally mimics as if myself or a science-based coach was coaching you every single week. And we created a really, really smart algorithm which basically uses your last week's data and it'll determine, okay, this week, Jeremy, you should lift this much, do this much weight, and do this many reps. And it takes care of all the guesswork for you, right? So yes, progressive overload every week, all the guesswork is taken care of for you. Daphne Kareem, should I buy this from the website or on the app? Buy it from the website. The app, if you buy it on the app, like they take a huge cut, which is why the price of the app is a lot higher from the app store. So go to the website. I pinned it in the live chat, and then there you can also use the code livestream at checkout to get an additional 20% off. Jasmine, does it have mobility exercises as well? Yes. So we have mobility prehab routines in there as well as ab workouts. And basically, these are designed to supplement the weights workouts that you have in there. I mean, you guys know from my videos, especially my OG subscribers, how much I uh, focus on mobility and prehab because it's not just about the weights. Yes, that takes care of a lot of things, but supplementing with the right mobility exercises can make the world of difference as well. So yes, that's in there. AW, is there a weight gain option for meal plans? So yes, the once you do our onboarding, it'll determine the right amount of calories for you. And then if you go into the meals and the recipes, you can filter the meals based on calorie amounts. So if you want like 800, 900 calorie meal because you have a lot of calories to hit your goal weight gain, then you can do that. All right, keep the questions coming, guys. Alice Dare, please answer ASAP. Is this app suitable for teenagers? Yes. I wish I had this as a teenager. I would have like, man, I think about it often, how much more jacked would I be today if I had this app when I was a teenager. So you guys are lucky. But yes, teenagers. Okay. All right, keep the questions coming. I'm going to go back to some of the collected questions that I have because these come up quite a bit. The next one I want to cover is how long does it take to get results with the app? And this is a super common question, and I'm not going to sit here and say you guys are going to get a six pack or completely jacked in a week, because even with the smartest, most effective approach, these things take time. Like you didn't get to your current shape overnight, so you're not going to be able to reverse it that quick either. But I will say, compared to the results that you guys are probably getting with your current approach, I guarantee it'll be so much faster. And in terms of specific timelines, most of you will start seeing visual results in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. But for major transformations, you're looking at least 8 to 16 weeks. And let me show you some examples. So Andre went from 23% to 11% body fat in just 4 months. Now, 11% body fat is lean, guys. That is leaner than 99% of men. So 4 months to achieve that is actually very impressive. And that's actually what you can expect if you consistently follow the plan just as we lay it out for you. But what's interesting about Andre is he's super meticulous. And so before joining Built with Science, he would track his weight on a spreadsheet over time, which I'll try to pop up. And so he tried all sorts of different workout and diet programs. But as you can see in his weight on the spreadsheet, it didn't budge. And in fact, it actually increased a little bit. But when he put a marker of when he started Built with Science, you can see, boom, his weight instantly dropped from the initial plan we gave him, and it continued dropping with our ongoing guidance. Because you see, guys, like the problem with most fitness plans he tried before is they didn't get enough guidance. He said that most plans would either just focus on workouts or they'd come with some kind of generic nutrition plan that just didn't have enough instructions or was just way too extreme. But with his Built with Science program, we not only gave him a step-by-step plan to start out with, but we modified it over time as we learned more and more about his body. This way, he never reached a plateau and he was able to consistently lose fat every single week until he reached his goal. And the best part is, he thought this would be super time consuming. But because everything was just laid out for him to follow, it was so much easier and way less time than he thought it would be. I'm telling you guys, with the app, all you have to do is show up, follow the plan, and the results will quickly follow. And I also want to show another example of this, but with my own transformation. So I recently relied on the Built with Science Plus app to guide me through my diet for the first time ever. And after 12 weeks of just following what the app told me, I was able to go from 16% body fat to 11% body fat, 11.6. Normally, this would be a tough process and I'd reach plateaus and several weeks where my fat loss would just stall, right? But with the app, it could actually sense when my metabolism was slowing down and it would adjust my nutrition based on that. So I never actually got stuck once. And I'm not kidding, it was by far the easiest and fastest diet I've ever done because I had all the guesswork done for me. But that's it, guys. I don't want you to get too attached to specific timelines because it also depends on your goal. For example, building muscle is a much slower process than fat loss. So Kareem over here, he took about a year to get his incredible transformation, adding around 20 pounds of muscle. So while you will get results much faster than you are right now, I want to be transparent. It really does depend on your goal and also your commitment. And at the end of the day, it's going to take time. Like most people fail with their journey because they're impatient. They expect amazing results right away. And when they don't see any progress after just a week or two, they quit and then they fall for the next fad. And I don't want you guys to fall into that trap this year. The key is to stick to the plan and trust the process. I promise you, if you just simply stick to what the app tells you, you're going to get amazing results. It may take as little as 4 weeks, it may take 16 weeks, or it may even take a whole year to see the big change that you're after, but don't let that stop you. Because 1 year from now in 2026, do you really want to be in the exact same position that you are right now? Literally looking and feeling the exact same because you were overthinking everything and never took action. Don't let that happen, guys. I want you to start your fitness journey today. Just go to builtwithscience.com or click the link I pinned in the chat. Again, guys, you get 2 weeks free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan. Plus, since you're watching this live stream, use code LIVESTREAM for an additional 20% off. Again, guys, this is the best deal we're ever going to have, so take advantage of it while you still can. And also, by the way, guys, this is super fun for me. It's my first ever YouTube live stream, and I'm honestly having a blast just interacting with you guys, and I hope you guys are having some fun too. Huge shout out to everybody who has already joined the app. Honestly, it's a huge moment for me, and I'm just really pumped for everyone who has joined. But let me go back to the live chat and we'll see what other questions we got. Jaws Alex, does it work in Mexico? Yes, worldwide. Bienvenidos. I know a little bit of Spanish. I took it in high school. Zachary Hoyle, how long should the cut last? So the Built with Science app will kind of guide things for you, but honestly, it depends. It depends on how much fat you have, and then also how lean you want to get. So it could last anywhere from like 4 to 20 plus weeks. It really depends. Mr. Buffalo, does how quickly you get into shape vary person to person despite other factors like exercise or diet? Yes, I mean, there's a genetic component to it, and mainly the variation has to do with muscle growth. But in terms of fat loss, right? If you follow the right plan, then as long as you're consistent, like you're going to be able to lose fat at the same rate that anybody else would. I wouldn't see any reason not. And the beauty about the app is that it takes care of all the variables for you, right? You have your steps, your activity, you have your nutrition, you have your workouts. It takes all that into consideration, provides you with the best plan. So I wouldn't, yeah, there shouldn't be too much difference in terms of like other people in terms of the fat loss. It really depends on the consistency and how good of a plan you're using. What else we got? Christian, is the app buy one for lifetime or is it a subscription model? So it's a subscription. The programs that I had before, those were one time for lifetime access, but the app is a subscription. Highly recommend that you get the annual subscription. Um, that's going to just give you the most bang for your buck. And also use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. With all things considered, it's going to be around $9.50 per month. And honestly, like for an investment into yourself, that's nothing compared to what you can get after just a year of following it. I mean, imagine how much you spend on just like your meals and even coffee, like Starbucks. I feel like a Starbucks coffee is almost $9.50 nowadays. Um, so yeah, and okay, I'm getting a lot of questions about people asking the codes aren't working, the live stream code. Uh, honestly, it can be tricky to find if especially on when you're on mobile. So on the checkout, just look around. There should be a drop down to enter your code. On desktop, it's pretty clear. So maybe try on desktop and make sure you're going through builtwithscience.com to get the app rather than the app store. But that said, as somebody said before, our customer service is amazing and they're working hard right now to help you guys onboarded. So just send an email to support@builtwithscience.com or contact@builtwithscience.com and they will get you sorted ASAP. Justin, I bet Starbucks will hit $9 this year. I'd be curious, we fast forward 5 years from now, will regular coffee be over $10? Probably. It's crazy. Okay, your website makes no mention of the app. It says try it risk-free, makes you do the questionnaire, and then buy the old plan. I'm gonna check with there might be, let me check. It seems like some people are being redirected to the programs instead of the app after the quiz. I'm just checking with our support just to make sure we can get that sorted. But if you are seeing the old programs, I apologize. I'm going to try to get a link that goes directly to the app that you guys can get. But I just sent a message to our tech and just to figure out what's going on. Okay, let's go to the next question I have noted down, which is I'm super busy, and even if the plan is good, I'm not sure if I have the discipline to stick to it 100%. And that's a very valid concern because, like, honestly, guys, I could give you the best science backed training and nutrition plan, but it's going to be useless if you can't actually stick to it, right? But that's why my goal with the app was to create a fitness coach that not only uses the latest science to develop your plan, but it also personalizes it based on your lifestyle and what you can realistically stick to. It's why we built things like time saving workouts, where all you need is 30 minutes in the gym. In your workout routines, there's also options to work out just 3 times a week. In fact, even just 2 times a week is plenty to still see amazing results. That's literally just a couple of hours a week in the gym. And even, for example, if you don't have time or the energy to make it to the gym, just use our workout generator to create a body weight workout or a workout using whatever equipment that you have at home. And same thing with nutrition, guys. I tried to make it as easy and as convenient as possible for you guys to stay on track. We have quick and easy 5-minute meal recipes for you to whip up. We've got the AI scanner where you literally just log your meals with a picture, and we got so much more. Because, guys, like, I'm not trying to make fitness a full time job for you. I wanted to create something where even the busiest individual who doesn't have superhuman willpower or discipline can still get incredible results. And a lot of people are under the impression that you have to stick to a plan 100% to get results, but that's not true. Within the app, we teach you a concept called the power of 60%. And there's a lot of research to back this up. But basically, if you can just stick to the plan 60% of the time, you can still get amazing results. So avoid the all or nothing mindset. I don't expect you to make it to every single workout without fail or stay on track with your meals every single day. Don't just take my word for it though. I want to show you guys an example here with Matt. So after getting married and having kids, Matt's life just got super busy and he started neglecting his health, right? It happens to the best of us. But eventually he reached the heaviest weight that he had ever been and he wanted to change. So he ended up trying all kinds of stuff: keto, intermittent fasting, and putting together fitness plans that he found online. But none really worked. And he found that a lot of the plans that he tried using, they were just unrealistic for him to stick to. But after joining Built with Science, we created a plan for him that actually suited his busy lifestyle, right? We gave him quick and easy meals to whip up and a quick yet efficient workout routine. And he didn't have to be perfect either. There were several weeks where he missed his workouts and fell off track with his meals completely. He even had a newborn throughout the process. But what's more important is that every time he veered off the plan, he just got right back on track and just did what he could. And just like that, now he's in the best shape of his life. So while it is going to require commitment and effort on your end, even if you're super busy and not a crazy disciplined person, we've built the app to work for you. But again, guys, the first step is just to take action. So if you haven't yet, go to builtwithscience.com or go to the link I put in the live chat and the description box, and you'll get 2 weeks completely free to try it out to see if you like it. Plus, you're going to get 25% off your plan for launch week and only for those watching the live stream, because I so badly just want to help you guys succeed this year. Just use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. Again, guys, it's the best deal we're ever going to have. So please take advantage of it while you still can. Okay, what other questions we got? Power of three spell. Will there be an update to add our own recipes? So within the nutrition part of the app, you can actually create your recipe from scratch and you can create your own meals. So that way, once it's saved, you can just click those to log it. You can edit it however you wish. And over time, we are definitely thinking about building, expanding the meal database so that other people like yourself, chefs, can help contribute and provide meals and recipes for other users to use. Dust Falcon, does the app use AI to make your schedule? So, like, here's the thing about AI, guys. AI is really good at certain things, and it helps enable us to do things that if I tried to build from scratch, it would just be a nightmare. For example, the AI meal scanner. That's a perfect example of where we can leverage AI to make the app more powerful. But there's other areas of the app where it's much better if I can just use my knowledge and collaborate with experts within the field to create an algorithm that does even better job, and one that, more importantly, that you guys can trust, right? Because I'm sure a lot of you guys use chat gpt, but it can be hit or miss a lot of times. And would you really trust like going to chat gpt to create your full workout plan? I mean, it'll do a good job and you guys probably wouldn't notice, but for an expert like myself looking at that, I can see like, okay, like you probably shouldn't have done this, or this is a little bit weird, right? So again, the app is grounded in science. And so we use AI where we feel that it can help. But most of the other stuff, the really, really itty gritty stuff, that's all reverse engineered from the top science and top coaches in the world. From Ludo, oh man, where are you from? Ludovici Kohi. Probably totally butchered that. I don't know if that's Italian, but that's a cool name. Can I input my current workout routine and then ask the app to adjust the reps and weights depending on my workout report results? 100%, dude. So again, I mentioned this earlier, but in the onboarding, we create a workout plan for you, which you can customize however you want. And you can also build a program from scratch. Let's say you're following a program right now and you just want to use the app to put your program into and start recording, tracking. The app will still apply the progressive overload algorithm to the program that you're following, right? So after your first week, as long as you log your data, it'll start telling you, okay, like lift this much, do this many reps, and it'll start coaching you every single week. So you don't have to be using the exact plan that we give you. Abram Plummer just started the program. Super excited to get ripped for my sister's wedding in May. Let's go. Perfect timing, dude. I'm excited to see your progress. Exclusive 21, can you send a pic to the app so it knows if you should bulk or cut? So we have a visual body fat estimation, and that's where you want to pick that, and it'll ask you some goals too to determine the best approach for you. That is a cool feature though, and it is something that we have noted down. Still playing around with it, but if you sign up, you're gonna get access to all the future updates that we have later down the road. Asahi Yamato, can you flex for our motivation? All right, let's see how that's looking. Ah, this is my left. It's my weaker side, but hopefully I gave you guys a little show. Okay, Priyank watching from India. What's up, man? Vancouver, Canada here. What time is it up in India? Asahi, dang bro, you ripped. Thanks, bro. Glad you like that. All right, let's keep the questions coming. I broke the camera. Thanks, dude. Um, let's keep the questions coming in the live chat. I just want to go back to some of the other collected questions that I have. This one actually came up in the live chat quite a bit too, but I have a shoulder injury, so I can't do certain exercises. Will I still be able to use the app? And great question. So one of my goals with the app was to make the workouts as personalized as possible and help you overcome any obstacles that may have typically stopped you from working out in the past. And injuries is a huge one. But the thing about injuries is that there's ways to work around them if you're really smart with how you program your workouts. Dominic here is a perfect example. So he used to struggle staying consistent in the gym because as soon as he made progress, he'd get injured. His shoulder would flare up or his knee would get nagging pain. But after joining Built with Science, he's not only leaner and more muscular than he's ever been, but believe it or not, he's actually lifting lighter weights than he was before. And all his nagging pain went away. And you see, Dominic used to just try to copy what he'd see other people do at the gym. But despite working out for years, he never really got the results he wanted. And whenever he'd do certain exercises, it just didn't feel right. And he would end up hurting his shoulders and knees as soon as he went a little heavier. But as soon as he joined Built with Science, he not only learned the right way to do his exercises, but we showed him a few simple swaps to his exercises so that he was still able to work his target muscles, but without aggravating his injuries. And after implementing this, he immediately started feeling the right muscles working, his nagging injuries eventually went away, and his muscles actually started responding and growing way better than they had in the past. And with the app, guys, it's super simple and it's all taken care of for you. So every exercise, you just tap to pop up the form video, which is going to show you how to maximize your gains without getting injured. And if you do have something like a shoulder injury or an elbow injury, you just tap the swap icon and boom, you're going to get a list of alternatives. And some of them are labeled with tags like shoulder friendly or knee friendly, so that you know exactly which one to choose if you have an injury. And that way, you can still work the same target aggravating your joints. Because guys, like so much of getting results is just about staying consistent. I mean, we did a poll in live chat. You saw like the biggest struggle you guys had was staying consistent. And believe me, there's nothing more that'll hold you back than injuries. But there are ways to work around them and avoid them holding you back. Okay, any more questions? Let's go. Are there options for vegetarians? I don't even eat eggs. Yes. So in the meals part of the recipes, sorry, in the meals part of the app, you're going to see um, a bunch of meals that you can filter based on whether you're vegetarian, vegan, or meat. And that is something that we're constantly updating and going to improve. Levi Smith, could the app give me workout tips? Yes, for sure. The app gives you all kinds of tips, man. But yeah, like one thing I actually haven't mentioned this whole live stream is within the app, like I didn't want to just tell you guys what to do. I wanted to teach you the why behind it. And so we actually have daily lessons within the app. There's over 200 of them in total, but basically it just teaches you a little bit about some science-backed training and nutrition tips and hacks that you can start applying. But again, the main goal was like I didn't want to just like provide you with a workout meal plan that and just like leave you with it, right? I wanted to teach you the why behind it so that you were empowered to actually make right lifestyle changes and be able to eventually, maybe you don't even need the app anymore, right? That was my goal. I didn't want to just hand you something and leave you to it. It's like I want to teach you and empower you with the knowledge. Nanya, is this program females can use? 100%. We have a ton of female members in there. And once you're in the app, that's actually why we ask gender. We're going to modify a few things in terms of the workouts and nutrition based on your gender. Nap Carrillo, is the app available in the Philippines? Hell yeah, dude. We got lots of Filipino Pinoys in the app. I'm actually half Filipino, so shout out. Yes. Con 13, if I don't log in my food but use MyFitnessPal, will that affect the stats? So we have a quick add feature within our app, which is basically like one button. You just tell us how many calories you ate that day. So that would be enough for our nutrition coach to still provide you with guidance and tell you if that target is correct over time. So that's how I would use it if you still use MyFitnessPal and use our app. But once you get the app, you're gonna be like, okay, like, why am I using MyFitnessPal, right? What's the app called? Built with Science Plus. What are the advantages to the app instead of a in-person trainer? This one from Dusk Falcon. That's actually a good question. And to be honest, there's stuff like the app can't do that an in-person trainer can do, at least for now. But the beauty about the app, guys, is like, I mean, first of all, in-person trainers are really expensive. Um, but the other thing is that like it's also hard to find somebody who's really good. Like, how do you guys know if you can actually trust the advice of the in-person trainer that you get? It's like ridiculously easy to become a personal trainer. I know because I did it as soon as I was 18. I was like shocked with how easy and quick it was. So I would say like the app is just like you can trust it. You can trust everything that is coming from it is science backed. And again, the app was not just a tracking app. It's a coaching app. I literally wanted to replace the need for you guys to go out and find a coach with this app. And it's only going to get better and better, and we're only going to be able to better mimic having an actual, real human science back coach along with you every step of the way. See, we got Zenoipes, also from the Philippines. Shout out, guys. Comment in the live chat if you guys are from the Philippines. Krish B already purchased intermediate shred program a few months ago. Will I see it automatically? No, so this is totally separate. So you're gonna want to sign up for the app, and then that's gonna give you a separate login. You can still use the same email, but you have to just create an account again. Chris Harness TV, ignorant American question. How do you pronounce your last name? Guess. I know all you guys are thinking Ethier, right? But no, don't say that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I even say that in some of my videos just because it's like easy to understand, but it's French, so it's Ethier. I'm pretty sure like the legit way is like Etsy, like something super French. Game X, I have the app. It is really good, worth it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Okay. Asahi Yamato, how long did it take you to get so jacked? I want to be like that too. Man, I don't know. It's a common question I have for myself. It's like if I actually followed, like if I had this app when I was 18, how long would it have taken me to get to the level that I'm now? Definitely would have been a lot shorter. So I'm not going to give you a timeline, but I will say join the app. It's going to be a lot shorter than it would be without it. All right, let's go back to some of the collected questions that I have here. So the next question I have here is, can I still make progress if I lift weights in the app, but I don't track what I eat? So this is another really common question that I get. And you think because you're crushing it at the gym, you can get away with eating whatever you want or not tracking anything. But guys, if you actually want to see results, 20% is going to come from your workouts and 80% is going to come from your nutrition. And the single most important thing you can do with your nutrition is just to start tracking it. Because it's not just about what you eat, it's about how much you're eating as well. And Shane here is a perfect example of this. So he focused so much on weights, but neglected his diet. In fact, when he first joined our Built with Science program, he had no idea what protein, fats, and carbs really even meant. But the program, it laid it all out for him and it started teaching him. So he learned how to track his nutrition. He learned the right foods to eat and how much of them to eat based on his body. And boom, just like that, he went from 25% to 10% body fat in 9 months. It's why in our app, we take care of all of this for you, right? We make it super easy to track your nutrition and workouts all in one. Again, like I showed you, we even have a camera scanner. So all you have to do is take pictures of what you're eating, and the app will log everything for you and tell you if you need to adjust anything. I'm telling you guys, it's the balance between workouts and diets that's key. If you've never taken your diet seriously or followed a proper science-backed plan, you are going to get amazed with the results that you get and how simple the process really is. It's all laid out there for you. And guys, you don't have to go all in right away either. It's perfectly fine to just start with training or the nutrition first. And then once you build some consistency in one area, move on to the next and go from there. And that's actually what Shane did. He first started using our workouts. And then once he was ready, he started applying the nutrition plan and bam, that's when his results really started taking off. So join the app, start with the workouts, and just maybe read through our nutrition lessons. And then once you're ready, jump into your nutrition plan. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. But the key, guys, is to get started. And now it's the perfect time. Stop delaying and take action. Like invest in a better you for 2025. You're here for a reason. Just go to builtwithscience.com or click the link I pinned in the chat. Again, you get 2 weeks free to try it out. And this week only, we're giving you 25% off your plan. Plus, since you're watching this live stream, use code LIVESTREAM for an additional 20% off. Again, this is the best deal we're ever going to have. So take advantage of it while you still can. But So far, I am just super pumped for all the people who have joined. You guys have been amazing. I can see all the notifications, the people who have joined the app so far, and it's crazy. You guys are awesome. Shout out to everybody who's joined. But let's see what other questions we got. Okay. How long is this deal before it expires? This week only is the launch deal, and then after that, it's going to be done. And then also the live stream code, we're going to wrap that up too. Mr. Buffalo, been loving the app since November. Now I'm trying to get the whole family to get it too. Shout out, dude. I appreciate that. Okay, and then let's go to another common question that I get. Um, does it work for skinny fat body types? And this is an interesting question. And basically, skinny fat is a body type where you're skinny and you don't have much muscle, but you also have a lot of excess fat, mainly stubborn fat that's covering your belly, your love handles, and maybe your chest, for example. So, on the one end, you look skinny, but you're also soft. And it's a tricky body type because your body needs more muscle, but it also needs to lose fat. But the beauty about the new app, guys, is that in the onboarding, we'll be able to tell the best approach based on your body. And many of you are probably using an approach that just isn't optimized as well as it could be. And when you start using the program in the app, it's very likely you'll be able to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. And here's a perfect example of this with Steele. So he started out with what you call like a skinny fat body type, right? Now, would you believe me if I said he weighs the exact same weight in both photos? You see, to get lean and muscular, you want to lose fat and build muscle. And usually, if you lose fat, you lose weight. And if you build muscle, you gain weight. But if both happens at the same time, your weight will actually stay the same. And that's exactly what happened to Steele. And it's actually very common in people who join the Build with Science programs because for the first time in their lives, they're following a proper optimized training and nutrition program. But it can get confusing because the weight scale just doesn't budge. So Steele here, even though he was seeing amazing results, he was confused why his weight wasn't changing, and he actually thought he was doing something wrong. But the last thing you want to do is change things when your body is going through this phase. It usually lasts about 3 to 4 months, and you want to ride it out as long as you can to reap the benefits. And that's why the Built with Science Plus app, we not only design your program to maximize your odds of losing fat and building muscle at the same time, but we also have a built-in way to detect if you are by asking you a few questions to deeper if we sense that your weight has stalled. Otherwise, if we just relied on how your weight is changing, we wouldn't be able to really understand what's happening and might actually make the wrong assumptions. But guys, we design the app to detect where you're currently at and then create a plan that is best suited to your body. So whether you're overweight and you need to lean down, whether you're skinny and need to pack on size, or maybe you're somewhere in the middle and you just need to lose fat while building muscle, the app will do all that for you. The system we built has worked for all types of body types and starting points. Again, all you have to do is trust the process. And again, guys, 2 weeks free. Try it and see for yourself. Just head to builtwithscience.com. Don't forget to use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. And I want to move on to the next question I have noted down, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting. But basically, I sit all day for work and I don't move much. Will this be a problem? So the thing is, most of our Built with Science members, they have desk jobs. They're usually engineers or tech professionals who sit all day. But comment in the live chat what you guys do for a living. But believe it or not, I spend most of the day sitting because I'm always writing, editing, working on the app. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not ideal for transforming your body, but there's still ways to get amazing results even if you sit most of the day. And JP here is a perfect example of this. So after COVID, he started working from home and ended up sitting a lot more than he used to, which led to a lot of weight gain. But to fix this, he started searching around the internet and he put together a workout program using tips that he got from a few different YouTubers and Instagram influencers. But still, his body didn't change. And it wasn't until he joined Built with Science did he realize that he had to start making changes to his diet. And once he made a few simple changes to his diet, combined with the training plan we gave him, his body quickly transformed. And he was able to get around 15% body fat and actually see his abs in a matter of months. But it's not like JP starved himself, right? He was still able to eat cheesecake, chocolate, and still enjoy the foods that he loved. but he learned how to fit those in moderation and make that work with his plan. And that's why with the Built with Science Plus app, we focused heavily on not just training, but nutrition as well. And we put it into one powerful app. You literally just tell the app how active you currently are and what your body stats are, and it's going to take care of all the guesswork for you. And just like JP did, all you have to do is follow the plan and trust the process. Again, guys, you can join today, try it yourself. You get 2 weeks for free, plus 25% off your plan for launch week. And only for those guys watching, use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. And again, huge shout out to everybody who has joined the app so far. Super proud of you guys. You're kicking off 2025 the most amazing way. I'm pumped for you guys. Egon, can I still use your program while I'm from Sweden? 100% worldwide. The app is designed to work with wherever you are in the world. The Curious Dad, can I continue doing F45 with your program? Yes, just make sure that your Apple Health is synced with it so we can pull your steps, your activity. And then if you want to, F45 is more cardio. So I would still use the weights with our app, and then you can use F45 mainly for the cardio workouts or outside of that. But I would highly recommend that you at least do a couple strength focused workouts in our app. Otherwise, if you just exclusively want to train with F45, then I would use that and then use our app with the nutrition coaching side of things. From Pan, not sure if this has been asked. Is there going to be a social aspect added to the app to add friends, join groups, etc.? 100%. That is in the roadmap. And again, like once you join, that is literally just the beginning, right? And you're going to see a full feature roadmap, be able to vote on what you want to see in the future. But yeah, 100%, man. And one of the things that we actually recently added for the new year, we're actually rolling this out for a workout video that I'm releasing this weekend. But your workout plan, if you create it into your app, there's a share button, right? And that'll generate a link. So you can literally create whatever workout program that you want or have us create a plan for you in the app. And then one click of a button, you can share that with a friend. And if they're on the app, you guys can literally do the exact same plan. And we're only going to make that bigger and better with some of the stuff that you said as well. Add friends, join groups, do challenges. But yeah, definitely in the roadmap. It just makes it a lot more fun, right? Okay, let's go to the next question I have down. Another super common question. Do I have to follow a strict meal plan? My family sometimes cooks for me, and I also still want to go out to eat. And this honestly comes out a lot. And guys, I just want to make this clear. The problem with a lot of fitness and nutrition plans out there is they just aren't sustainable. Sure, you might get really good results in 8 weeks following a super strict meal plan and workout routine, but like what happens after? Eventually, you just get right back to where you started because there's no way you can stick to that plan long term. So our approach with Built with Science Plus was to make sure you're using a sustainable plan that gets you results for life, rather than short-term results where next year you're right here looking for another solution, right? So for example, during my recent diet where I got down to 11% body fat, I was still able to eat my favorite cheat meals like pizza and pastries. And my Filipino mom, who loves to host dinners and cook a bunch of Filipino food and desserts, I was still able to fit that in. And one of the tools that I used for this was the AI scanner, right? In the past, when I diet, I would try to avoid eating meals out as much as possible because where I just didn't know how many calories were in them. Or if I did end up eating out, I would try to estimate every single ingredient in the meal, which just was annoying and tedious. But with the AI scanner, it was a breeze because I could just take a picture of my plate and it would instantly log it so I could fit it into my plan. Now, this scanner doesn't mean calories don't count, nor does it mean that you can eat huge cheat meals every single day. But it's just an easy way to keep track of things when you're out or you're eating something that you can prepare and you can easily fit it into your diet, right? And one of the hidden benefits of it too is that it trains you to be able to better estimate the calories in various foods. And I want to take Greg here, for example. So at over 50 years old, he managed to overcome what he thought were age limitations and get in the best shape of his life. And one of the tools that helped him throughout this process was being able to eyeball foods. See, he loves eating out and being social, but the tricky part is whenever he would eat out, he had no idea how many calories or protein he was eating. So he'd end up eating way more than he thought he was. And as a result, he never really made any really good progress. But once he started getting more familiar with the calorie and protein content in different foods, he was able to make smarter decisions with his meals and more accurately estimate how much he was actually eating. And it's actually an essential skill that he says allowed him to live a much more balanced life and still be able to eat out and be social without having to bring a weight scale or calculator with him. And now with the Built with Science Plus app, it's even easier, right? You just take a picture of your meal and it'll instantly log everything for you. And lastly, guys, it's not just about the tracking, right? In the app, we teach you simple modifications you can make for meals that are cooked for you or meals that you eat out in order to better align them with your goals. And it's simple things. It's like adding a bit more protein to the meal or how to modify your order at a restaurant. Because at the end of the day, these are the habits and skills that we're trying to teach you that will enable you to get results long term and not have to rely on tracking calories forever, right? And I want to move on to the next question that I have noted down. And it's I hate cardio. Will I have to do a lot of it to lose fat? Okay, believe it or not, guys, I'm in the same boat. I don't admit it, but I hate cardio. Yes, especially running. But check out Dylan here. So he's one of the test users for our Built with Science Plus app. And Dylan here got down to 10% body fat with no cardio, just daily walks. And I know what you're thinking. Can you really just walk your way to a six pack? And yes, I'm telling you, Dylan was always under the impression that to get lean, you have to kill yourself doing a bunch of cardio workouts on top of your weights in the gym. And I don't blame him. I mean, movies and social media, it makes it seem like everyone who's in amazing shape is doing these crazy intense workouts, right? But that's honestly all just for show. So once Dylan started Built with Science, we set him a simple goal: just walk 8,000 steps a day. And at first, he was skeptical. Although it was a few thousand steps more than he was currently taking per day, it just felt way too easy, right? He just started going for walks after every meal, like a quick loop around his neighborhood for 10 minutes, and that was it. But he trusted the process and he got 8,000 steps a day consistently. And that was all it took for him to kickstart his fat loss and continue getting leaner and leaner all the way to 10% body fat. Now, obviously, guys, he had to pair this with the workouts and the diet plan that we set up for him, but it works because, guys, again, like it's more about what you can do consistently as opposed to doing crazy workouts or crazy diets that you'll never actually stick to. And that's why in the Built with Science Plus app, we not only set a daily step goal for you based on how active you currently are, but we also sync the app with your phone so you can easily keep track of how active you are every day. It also gives us the data we need to determine if we need to adjust your nutrition at all based on how active you're being on average. And again, guys, the theme I'm trying to drill in here in this live stream is that regardless of if you join the app or not, it's if you really want to change your fitness and see really good improvements in 2025, it's about making this a lifestyle and just making small changes here and there that over time lead to incredible results. Next year, like I don't want you to be in the same spot that you are right now, looking for another solution because you fell for something that was promised really fast results. I designed Built with Science Plus so that it would be the last fitness solution you ever need. But in order for it to work, guys, you got to get started and trust the process. So again, you can try it at builtwithscience.com. I put the link in the live chat also in the description, and you'll get 2 weeks completely free to try it out. See if you like it, plus 25% off your plan for launch week, and only for those watching this live stream, because I so badly just want to help you guys, use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. It's an amazing deal. It's the best deal we're going to have. So please just take advantage of it while you still can. All right, guys, we are getting close to the end of the live stream. Yo, Dancing Lobster, man. You just gave me my first super chat ever. Appreciate the truth you spread where there's all the drunk trends out there. May love and peace be with you. Yo, man, you are awesome, dude. I really appreciate that. That's the first super chat I've ever gotten on my first live stream. This is a big moment. Cheers, dude. Okay, what else we got over here? Carlos, I just signed in. Let's go. The Curious Dad, you have Adobo or Car in your meal plan? Is your app able to track them? Yes, you can search it up in the database, and you can also, if you know the recipe, you can create a custom recipe for it as well. Been using the Build with Science Plus app for a month now. Really a game changer for my fitness journey lifestyle. Zenoipes. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Alexia Bell just downloaded. Can't wait to get started. Let's go. Shout out. Deathclaw Jedi just got here and you're already getting to wrap things up. Curse my Gen X slowness. Hey man, watch the replay, but at least you made it now. Better late than never. Okay, let's go through some of the final questions that I have. I travel a lot and don't always have access to a gym. Will this be a problem? Super common question. And traveling can honestly get in the way of things because maybe you only have access to a really basic hotel gym or maybe no gym at all. And on the nutrition side of things, it's tough to prep your own meals. But take Daniel here, right? Incredible transformation. Now, would you believe me if I said this transformation was done all just with resistance bands and his body weight? See, during COVID, like many of us, he had no access to equipment. But in his Build with Science program, we taught him how to make use of resistance bands and his body weight to challenge his muscles just as much as he normally would in the gym. And the result, he ended up building muscle while losing over 20 pounds of fat and dropping 11 inches off his waist. And the best part, after COVID, he got back to his normal job, which involves him traveling quite a bit. But he used what we taught him. So whether he only had access to light dumbbells at a hotel gym or maybe just his body weight and bands in his hotel room, he was still able to get results by using the science-backed techniques we taught him. And in the Built with Science Plus app, we've taken this to the next level. You just tell the app what equipment you have that day, and it'll create a science-backed workout for you that maximizes what you have. So for example, with our workout generator, you can create a gym workout routine for when you're home. Then when you're traveling, you can just generate another workout routine when you're on the road. Again, we designed the app to be super flexible and adapt to everything that may come up. And the same with nutrition, guys. Within the app, we have lessons that teach you how to manage your food while you're on the road. And of course, we have our AI meal scanner, so you can just snap a picture of your meals and it'll log it for you. That way, you can see if you're still on track to hit your nutrition targets, even if you can't cook and track all the meals how you normally would. And let's go right into the next question I have, which is this app just for fat loss or is it for building muscle too? And the app is definitely not just for fat loss. Basically, in the onboarding, we're going to assess your current body stats. We're going to ask you about your goals and then determine what the best approach is for you, right? So some of you might be on that skinny fat side and need to lose fat while also building muscle. Whereas others, you might be more on that skinny side and would want to focus more on gaining weight and adding size. But after the app gets your initial body stats and you set your goal, it'll tailor both your workouts and nutrition towards that goal. And here's a good example from Danny. So Danny thought he was genetically destined to be skinny. He knew nutrition was important, but no matter what he ate and how much he ate, he just couldn't put on size. But after joining the Built with Science program, we showed him the right foods to eat and also dialed in exactly how much he needed to eat based on his body. And the unique thing about his Built with Science program is that it actually adjusted his nutrition targets as he got bigger and stronger to make sure he was continuing to progress. And the result, he built over 30 pounds of muscle, something the old him would have never thought was possible for his body type. So in the Built with Science Plus app, you just tell it your goal and your body stats, and it's going to take care of everything for you. And the more you use it, guys, the smarter the app gets as it learns more about your body. All you have is just follow the plan as it lays out for you. It's as simple as that. And this is another example with Chukri. So Chukri over here, he actually weighs the exact same in both photos, 145 pounds. But in the before photo, first, the diet coach in the app, it guided him through a fat loss phase where he ended up losing 10 pounds of fat. And then the diet coach switched his goal to focus on building muscle, where he gained 10 pounds of pretty much all muscle in about 6 months. So even though he weighs the same, he has way more muscle and way less fat. And all you had to do was trust the diet coach that we built into the app. It's going to guide you through all the different phases of your body transformation. Again, guys, all you have to do is tell your body stats, and it's going to take care of everything for you. And that's also why when you go to our site, builtwithscience.com, we have a really extensive onboarding process, and we have it in the app as well, just so that we're getting all the data that we need from you to create the most personalized plan and provide you with the most accurate recommendations. Okay. We are just getting ready to wrap up. I want you guys to comment in the live chat where you're tuning in from. I am in Vancouver, Canada. It's getting nice and chilly here. I had to turn the heat off in the office, so I've got some goosebumps. But comment in the live chat where you guys are tuning in from. Also comment the time. I'm curious. It's 6:04 p.m. here. I wonder how late or early it is where you guys are from. Mr. Buffalo, Utah. Honey Matcha Latte, Vancouver, Surrey. Dang, you're close by, man. Ian Grant, London, UK, 2 a.m. here. Shout out, dude. I appreciate it. Jeremy Flips, we got the same name, and you're from Coquitlam, Canada. Let's go. Washington, D.C. We got Manila up in here. Shout out the Philippines. Dang, 2 a.m. UK. You guys from the UK? Shout out. You guys are champs. Jeremy, can we please pay with crypto? I'm sorry. As much as I would love to accept crypto, it's not technically possible, at least right now. Mr. Benny Levine, you just signed up. Why can't you add workouts every single day? Send an email to contact@builtwithscience.com. You should be able to. I don't see why not. You might have to create a custom workout plan, but please send an email. They will take care of you ASAP. Jeremy Flips, never knew you were from Canada. Named Jeremy, a mixed Filipino. Are you mixed Filipino too? No way. You might be my new stunt double. Hit me up. I'm gonna start using you for some videos. Sri Lanka, 7:30 a.m. Singapore, Samuel Tay. Can a husband and wife join on one account? You guys could consider using the same account, but I would rather have separate ones just because like different body types, different goals. We should be coming out with like a 2-for-1 deal of some sort for husband and wife or workout partners, but it would be best if you guys had separate accounts. But technically, I mean, you could. Joey Kish, Jeremy, where can we buy your tank tops? Man, I answered this earlier. Maybe you didn't hear, but I don't even know where we can buy this, man. It's one of one. For now, for now. Elliot, yes, the code is live stream. Alexander, are there meals in the plan that suit people that work in the trades or on the road? We have tons of different meals there. You can probably find a bunch that are going to be that can help accommodate to your lifestyle, and we're only going to add more and more, right? But yeah, there's tons of like really easy, quick to make meals that you can easily bring on the road. Rihan, you're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. Yo, shout out, dude. It means a lot, man. Jonathan, the link on the website is now fixed. Let's go. Vegan and vegetarian meals, yes, we have a bunch of those as well. Just to answer your question, Kajita, there's in the meals you can filter it actually based on, you'll see tags based on if it's vegan or not. Plenty of options. Grease Monkey Tuners, Surrey, BC. I've heard Surrey doesn't have the best rep here in BC, but shout out for joining, dude. Let me know if it's overrated, if people are, more scared of Surrey than they should be. Seth, do you wear deodorant? I've given it up. I definitely wear deodorant. I would not advise giving it up. Tree Frog, does the app account for if you have long-term injuries? So I actually went through a big injury question like 15 minutes ago, and Honey matcha latte, Surrey sucks. Yeah, so the injury question, yes, the app does accommodate for it. We have plenty of alternatives, and it's listed by, it can be shoulder friendly, elbow friendly. So whatever injury you have, you just hit the swap icon. It'll drop down a bunch of alternatives. Mike Diaz, what's up? I've never been to Texas, but I am planning to go, I think next month. Okay. KDA, what about coming back from an injury or strengthen your affected muscles? Yeah, so there, like I would just really rely heavily on the exercise form videos. That way you don't get injured, and the progressive overload, the workout coach within it, it's going to make sure that you're pushing your workouts just the right amount so that you don't get injured again. And we also have mobility and prehab routines in there, which will do a lot in terms of like mobility and just making sure that your it lowers the risk that you're going to re-injure yourself going down the road. Daphne, will the charge be taken out of your accounts after the free trial or before? It will be taken out after, but we just need the credit card just so we have it in case. How does your app deal with injuries? Example, can't do hammer curls due to elbow injury, the curious dad. So you just swap it, and you can swap it for one of the exercises that is elbow friendly, and then you'll have a tag. And if that doesn't work, you can swap it to any exercise within our database. Super flexible. Maridang, where can we download the app? Builtwithscience.com. I also put the link at the top of the live chat and in the description. Badger, will it be able to run on Apple Watch? I'm not entirely sure. We don't have the Apple Watch app yet, but we do have it synced with Apple Health, so we can pull the data that we need. IA, can you get great results from adjustable dumbbell only split? Yes, 100%. I think you're just referring to the equipment that you have. But yes, I mean, I popped up a case study earlier of somebody who got amazing progress from literally just using dumbbells. As long as you let the app take care of the exercise selection and programming for you, you can get amazing results whether you just have body weight, dumbbells, or a full out gym. All right, guys, I am officially going to wrap it up, but I just wanted to thank you guys for coming in, and you guys have started 2025 off like the perfect way, and that honestly makes me so happy that all you guys showed up like wanting to better yourself and kick off 2025 the right way, and that's honestly what makes me super happy, guys. So shout out for joining. I know it's like 2 a.m. in the UK, right? And you guys still showed up. That's incredible. That means a lot. So shout out to you guys. And again, like I don't want next year for you guys to be in the exact same position that you are right now, looking for another fitness solution because you fell for some gimmick that didn't work, right? And that's why I put so much time and effort and honestly my heart into this project because I wanted to give you something that would actually work and something that you could actually trust and wasn't just science backed, but something that was actually like took into account your lifestyle and didn't make fitness a full-time job. That was my goal. And you know, we had the ambitious mission of creating the world's smartest fitness coach. And the next step really is to get it into your guys' hands, to get your feedback to help me continue improving it, right? But we have built an incredible product, and I guarantee it is going to change the game for your 2025 fitness journey. So thank you so much for joining today, guys. Again, last time I'll say this, but you can sign up right now at builtwithscience.com. I put the link in the live chat and in the description box. You get 2 weeks free to try it out. See if you like it. I know you guys are gonna love it. And for this week only, you get 25% off your plan. Plus, use the code livestream at checkout for an additional 20% off. It's the best deal that you're ever going to get. So please take advantage of it while you still can. All right, guys. Happy New Year. I am officially signing off. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time.